as 2 different names on Facebook. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I've been tagged. I'm doing the Evil Asks tag, which is a series of very interesting questions, which I think was introduced into the ASMR community by ASMR Kitten, so shout out to her, sort of thing. So, first off, if you could get away with one murder in your lifetime without any legal, social, or emotional repercussions, would you kill someone? No, I don't think I would. I don't believe in an afterlife, thus I think life is very precious. I think only in extreme circumstances where someone is, for example, a mass murderer, but then would I be tempted to kill someone purely to save others from losing their lives. I wouldn't do it for personal gain, sort of thing. B. What is your first thought when you receive a message on Tumblr? Oh wait, I don't have Tumblr, so this question doesn't really apply to me. Yeah, I think it's like a blog or something. I'm not really too sure what Tumblr is. I've never used it. Okay, C. Have you ever looked down on someone because you thought your religious views were superior? Now, I do believe that everyone has a right to believe what they want, but that doesn't mean to say that I can't believe that they are basing their belief upon is wrong. I disagree with a lot of religion, not so much the ideas of religion, more so the religious teachings. For example, in the Bible, there's a lot of horrible stuff in there that people seem to ignore. Yeah, I don't look down on them. I don't know, I disagree with the foundations of their belief. D. Would you rather know everything the universe has to offer, but in exchange lose all emotions, or remain the way you are now? As much as I have a thirst for knowledge, I don't think I could live without my emotions. I mean, what would be the point? I would rather stay the same. A. If you could live and be healthy without sleeping or eating / drinking, which would you cut out of your life? Sleeping, I mean, I don't do it that much anyway. I'd rather stay awake all the time and experience more than I would giving up eating. Yeah, I would definitely give up sleeping, because let's face it, you sleep when you die. Might as well make the most of your life. F. You could take on the exact body and form of anyone else on Earth, who would it be? I don't know. Someone with a better body than me. I don't know. F. If you could take on the exact body... Oh wait, I read that one. Sorry. G. Would you rather burn or freeze to death? Either way, you're going to feel very similar sensations. But if you were burning, you would probably die faster, because the fire around you would eat up all the oxygen, and that would asphyxiate you. In the sense of burning and freezing, you feel the same sensations of being really, really hot, and you feel that burning sensation even when you're freezing. So, in that sense, I would rather burn than die of asphyxiation. H. If it meant it would solve all world hunger, war, disease, and bigotry, would you spend the rest of eternity in hell? I would sacrifice myself for the greater good, yes, but I don't really believe in hell. influence thing on me. It would have been in like primary school or something, you know, like very not proper relationships, but you know, you end up crush on other people, sort of thing. Jay, could you live without having sex ever again in exchange for eternal youth? No, I could not. I mean, what is the point of being eternally young if it's not to attract a partner? I mean, no, I would rather continue to have sex. I mean, I've accepted that I am going to get old, so oh well. Have you ever watched a full-length pornographic movie? I forgot this question was in here. No, I haven't. Because of the times I have watched pornographic movies, they just make me cringe. They're so embarrassing. I can't stand watching them. They're just ridiculous. Hell, the Beatles or the Rolling Stones. The Beatles. Always the Beatles. If you could have the ability to manipulate matter or energy, which would you choose? I'm not sure. Energy, probably. I'd say energy has more influence over the world, because energy can change matter from a liquid state to a solid state, or a gaseous state, and vice versa. Energy has the real control over everything. What was the worst nightmare you ever had? When I was younger, I had a reoccurring nightmare where I was being chased by this like weird demon thing, but like every night I would have the same nightmare over and over again, and it was weird. Yeah, and since then I have always, I don't know, not liked being chased in real life, because I had it when I was a kid, and say if I was being chased in Tig, it would, like, I don't know, I'd always have a panic attack, because I hated it. It was weird. Would you rather spend 1 year with your one true love, just never see them again, or the rest of your life with second best? Oh, that is a hard one. I don't know. That's difficult. I mean, as much as I can be a bit of a loner, I think I would rather spend my time with someone who can I truly appreciate, rather than have 1 year and then miss it and feel bad about it forever after. So I'd rather spend it with second best. P. All the sequels / remakes / adaptations / rip-offs in movies nowadays, good or bad? I think it entirely depends. Some are good, some are bad. It really depends on your taste, your opinion. Sorry, I'm yawning. Yeah, it's a very broad question. Q. Would you rather be dirt poor and emotionally fulfilled in life, or be rich beyond imagination and emotionally dissatisfied with life? I would rather be emotionally fulfilled. I mean, I'm used to being poor. I come from a very poor family. So I do value being emotionally happy. And I would rather have that. Do you have any secret feelings of bigotry to any group of people? Not really. I don't like racist, or the thing is they call themselves homophobes, but it's not homophobia because it's not a fear of the people being gay. It's just them being dickheads, really. I don't agree with people who are like that, because no one chooses the skin colour, no one chooses the country they're born in, no one chooses their sexuality. It's all natural stuff, and I don't think you should be prejudiced towards people based on those facts. S. Would you rather be the only person in the world that can read minds, or have everyone else in the world able to read minds except for your own? I would rather everyone else could read minds but mine, because I think about reading minds, you would hear a lot of stuff you probably wouldn't want to hear, because a lot of people would think stuff but not say it. And if it's the other way around, if they can't tell what you're thinking, then you would be very mysterious, and that would give you an advantage, I think. Maybe. T. If everyone in the world would automatically only know one language, which language would you choose? Probably Russian. Of all languages, Russian is my favourite, and I would like to learn it probably one day, and I aim to. You, if you are old enough and not in a situation where it will be inappropriate, would you sleep with one of your past school teachers or professors? Yes. I had some very, very attractive teachers when I was younger, and I would probably do it, yeah. Just, I don't know, it'd be weird, but, I don't know, interesting. It'd be an experience. A world without religion. Good, bad, neutral. Good, definitely good. I mean, if you think about it, if people didn't believe in the afterlife, then they would make the most of the life they had. And there wouldn't be people like suicide bombers. There wouldn't be people going fanatic over religions like the Westboro Baptist Church. There wouldn't be wars and such over certain ethnic groups like the Jews. There won't be so much segregation between people based on their beliefs, for example, in Ireland. So yeah, good. In my opinion, definitely good. W. You can eliminate one of your 5 senses to substantially strengthen the others. Which one, and would you do it? I wouldn't do it. I don't think I could pass up any of my senses. They're all vital. Oh, I missed a question out, sorry. The men's rights movement, legitimate cause or laughable? And why? I didn't even realise there was a men's rights movement. Frankly, women have been subjected to a lot of shit stuff over the years, and they still haven't really got equality. I mean, looking at some parts of the world, they are still treated as if it was still the Dark Ages, and it isn't right. So, I wouldn't say it's laughable, but I wouldn't say it's fully legitimate. Do looks mean anything to you? Don't lie. Could you fall in love with someone you thought was ugly? I think deep down everyone does base things on looks. I think it's highly... I mean, I think if you like someone, you don't perceive them as being ugly. If you understand in some ways that some people prefer a certain kind of person because that's what they perceive as being beautiful and attractive. So in that sort of way, I would say that everyone goes for someone who they don't think is ugly. They wouldn't settle for someone ugly, no matter how nice the personality is, because if they have a nice personality, you would just keep them as a friend. You wouldn't take it a step further into like the sexual side of things. You would just have them as like an emotional friend. So no, I couldn't fall properly in love with someone who was ugly. I could live with them as a friend, but never as an actual lover. And it's not because I'm shallow, but because that isn't true. I never base my opinions of people purely on looks. I do like to get to know people. But if I perceive them as being attractive, then I will stay with them, sort of thing. Said, can you understand the mindset and logic used by the opposite spiritual opinion? An atheist understanding the belief in a higher power, and vice versa. I can understand the mindset, but I can't understand the logic. If people truly looked into their religion and didn't just base it upon, for example, being like fed it as a youth, or the family doing it, but they actually made their own decision, then I would believe that most people wouldn't choose religion, because it's an evil and man-made thing, or at least that's how I see it. I'm sorry if this offends anyone, but that's just my opinion on religion. I can agree with the ideas behind it, between making people like good and giving them hope to live for stuff, and the ease of passing over a loved one. If you think that they're going to go to a good afterlife, but personally, I can live without all of those things. I can be a good person without the threat of eternal damnation. Because frankly, everyone is almost as atheist as me. Because frankly, you don't believe in one less God than I do, sort of thing. Because, for example, say if you believed in a Christian God, you disagree with every other God. So, you're almost as atheist as I am, if you understand me. I didn't really mean to turn that into like a bit of a rant. I do understand the mindset, yes, but I don't understand the logic. That's the answer. I hope you've enjoyed this. If I'm going to tag someone, I will tag MissWhisperingMe, because she hasn't been tagged yet as far as I know. It's been interesting. It's been a different kind of tag.